gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Pittsburgh! Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. 3rd down here.
Set, ready. Now the whip. Like 50. All day. All day. And ready.
Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Drake. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Wait, 20!
First down, New England.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw with Brady. To Gordon, out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's Brady to throw. Gets it off to Freeman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Brady going to throw. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Patriots.
Wait, 20! Let's go,
On 1st down, it's Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of...
There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
You get block me. You get.
So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Nice coverage, nice play by Duke Dawson, and what a pedigree he's got coming out of the University of Florida. Played in the slot for most of his career before moving outside in 2017. Why? Because he was there with Tease Tabor, and he's there with Quincy Wilson. I think he's more comfortable in the slot. That's where I think he plays the best.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback.
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. After the sack on first down, Brady. And on the left side, he's got Witten. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Complete to Jason Witten.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Brady. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
I got you, boy.
Now on first down, Drake again. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Over. Roy. Check 59, Mike. Go Bandit. Mike to 59.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. That is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
New England on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Ricky. Hey, let's go.
Now Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw is Brady. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hey, check it. 52.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, check, 59. Squeeze, double. Check. Check it, reload.
Throwing now is Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Brady's pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
New England on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Quit talking about it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Hey, 50's the line. 3 buzz.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Bridgewater. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
First down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Lawrence Guy busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sat are on their play sheet.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and they will not be able to hook up up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Brady gets it off to Freeman. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Brady now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready? Smooth.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it is 28-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Mike 29. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready? Check pass, check pass.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And the Dolphins, 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.